welcome to my YouTube channel. This is A Square Maths Made Easy Academy. In my today's video, I'm going to talk about trigonometry. And I want to tell you that trigonometry has a series of branches or method by which you can solve it. I actually want you to take a look at these two questions. Let's see how we can make it real. Now look up, everyone. Now the question says that if tan theta is 3/4, comma, then 3 rad over 2. This is rad in degree. Rad over 2 is less than theta, less than 2 rad. Now the question says then cosec theta is dash. Now this particular expression means theta is greater than 3 rad over 2 or 3 pi over 2, y less than 2 pi. Then the question says cosec what? Theta. Now we're actually looking at what we call the inverse of trigonometry. Inverse of what? Trigonometry. But let me address you on this. Whenever you see this, we call it pi rad. Pi what? Rad. And to convert it in degree is always 180 degrees. Are you with me now? That is the first thing. I repeat, this is pi rad. To convert it in degree is always 180 what? Degree. So let me now ascertain this as it was given. We have 3 rad all over 2. Are you there? Less than what? Theta. And less than what? 2 rad. I want to convert this to degree. Do you know the essence of converting it to degree is for me to know the exact quadrants that this particular question, which is number 1, is what given. Now let's go. So which means anywhere I come across pi, I'll remove it and introduce what? 180. So that we can have 3 times what? 180 degree divided by what? 2 is less than theta. Then let's move to the other one. This is also less than 2 times what? 180 degrees. Now I want you to observe this. You agree with me that 2 here is 1, 2 here is what? 90. Are you there? Then 3 times 90 will give us 270 degree. Less than what? Theta. Then less than 2 times 180 is 360 what? Degree. Now can you see that this particular expression that is in radian, this is how to convert it in what? Degree. I take it again. Theta is greater than 2 pi over 2 but less than 2 what? Pi. And this pi in the formula converting it to degree, I said is what? Pi rad is what? 180. Now when we now fix all this, we're able to realize or say that theta is greater than 270 but less than what? 360. So which means this particular degree falls on second what? Quadrant. What do I mean by the word second quadrant? Remember, I'm just actually trying to relate to us how to convert radians to degree or degree to what? Radians. So which means I'm going to have a quadrant like this. This is what we call quadrant of trigonometry. And this is how we examine it. I want you to watch. All students, all what? Students. Oh my goodness, take what? Cook. All students take what? Cook. Now this is how we examine it. And this all students take cook simply means something like this. I want you to observe. This one is called the first quadrant, and this is the angle. The angle is that theta is greater than 0 degree, but less than what? 90. Now, anytime you encounter theta is greater than 0 degree, but less than what? 90, it means that that falls what? On first what? Quadrant. And what happens to that first quadrant? The word or means that sine theta is what? Positive. Cos what? Theta is also what? Positive. While finally tan theta is also what? Positive. Are you with me now? Now, if that is the case now, I want us to move to the second quadrant. This is called first quadrant. First what? Quadrant. This one is called second what? Quadrant. So what does it imply now? This student X stands as sine. Stand at what? Sine. So what does it incur? That theta here is greater than 90 degrees. Are you there? But less than what? 180 degrees. Anytime you are given this particular angle, we call it second what? Quadrant. And what does it imply here? That sine theta, which is the student, is the one that is positive, while cos theta is negative under second quadrant, and tan theta is also negative under what? Second what? Quadrant. Now we now move to what we call the third quadrant. This is the third quadrant. I want you to watch third what? Quadrant. And what happens to third quadrant? Theta is greater than 180 degrees, but less than 270 degrees. So which means anytime we encounter this particular angle now, we now conclude that it is under what? Third quadrant. Now what does it mean? Look at it. All students take Coke. That word T means tan theta. So which means it is only tan theta under what? Third quadrant that is positive. Now watch this. Sin theta is negative, and also cos theta is also what? Negative. Then finally is Coke, and the first letter is what? C. And what does it imply? It is only cos theta that is what? Positive, while the rest are what? Negative. Now let's move to the fourth what? Quadrant, which is the final one. And the angle says that theta is greater than 270. Are you with me? But less than what? 360 what? Degrees. Now in that case, that Coke means cos theta is what? Positive, while sin theta is what? Negative, and tan theta is also what? Negative. Now this is what we mean by all students take what? Coke. And this particular expression can lead you to solve many problems under what? Quadrant. Now can you observe that in this process now, the question that we're going to solve, which is number 1, falls on what? Fourth quadrant. Look up the way we converted it. Am I complicating now? It is called what? Fourth what? Quadrant. Now you can see that with this now, we can now solve this question number 1. Now I want you to observe this. Now watch this. So we have question number 1. So watch. How can we solve it now? Now the question, I repeat again. The question, look up now, says if tan theta is 3 over what? 4. And we have already converted this angle from radians to what? Degree. It tells us that it falls on fourth what? Quadrant. But the question says, then cosec theta is what? Dash. Now I want you to observe something here. This cosec theta is called inverse of trigonometry. Inverse of what? Trigonometry. Now what is the inverse of trigonometry talking about? There are 3 basic branches of what? Inverse of trigonometry. The first one I want you to consider is this. Whenever they give you something like this, we call it secant of an angle. Secant of an angle what? Theta. And this secant of an angle theta can be abbreviated in this form, sec what? Theta. Now what does sec theta implies whenever you are given a particular problem to solve? It's an inverse. How? I want you to understand that the first thing you are going to do is to delete the 2 letters first. The 3 letters determine what you are looking for. I will delete this, I will delete this, then I will stop here. Can you see that this 3 letter now, which is C, signifies something, and that something is what we call cos. What we call what? Cos. So which means sec theta is 1 over cos theta, and that is one of the inverse of what? Trigonometry. Then the second one I'm going to discuss here is what we call cosecant. Cosecant what? Theta. Cosecant theta. So this cosecant theta, I want you to observe it. Can you see that now? It can be abbreviated like this. Cosec what? Theta. So they will ask you to solve cosec what? Theta. And this cosec theta, look up. Remember the condition is we imagine the third letter, and that will not determine what we are looking for. You now exempt C, exempt 0, O, and is left with what? S. Can you see that this X signified what? Sine. So which means cosec theta, anytime you are asked to solve it, it is 1 over what? Sine theta. Have I made myself clear? And another way of writing this cosec theta, I will take the first one, which is C. I'll take the second letter, which is what? S. I'll take the last one, which is what? C. They can ask you to evaluate CSC. So CSC means cosec theta as well. Then CSC theta is also implies 1 over what? Sine theta. This is the second branches of inverse of what? Trigonometry. I will take you to the final one. And the final one calls what? Cotangent. Co-what? Tangent of an angle what? Theta. Now how do we abbreviate it? I want you to watch. We call it cot theta. Are you there? Cot what? Theta. So how do we know the inverse of this cot theta? You exempt the first letter, exempt the second letter, then the third letter will determine what we are looking for. And it is T, right? So what does T simplify or signify is what? Tan theta. So which means this now is going to be 1 over what? Tan what? Theta. Are you with me now? So these are the 3 branches of inverse of what? trigonometry. So which means I will now solve the question that we are looking for, which is question number 1. Now I want you to observe this. Hope you are following. Now look at it. The first question, let's go back again, says if tan theta is 3 over what 4, and they say we should find cosec what theta. How do we do it? Now first of all, we identify this tan theta first. What is tan theta? Look up everyone. Tan what? Theta is given already, and it is 3 over 4 in the question. There is a rule that talks about the word soka tua. Now it is very, very unique when solving trigonometry. Now the word soka tua means the first one you're seeing is sine, and sine is opposite over what? Hypotenuse. Now the second one means what? Cos. Cos is adjacent over what? Hypotenuse. Then the last one is what we call tan, T, and tan is opposite over what? Adjacent. Now I want you to take your mindset here. What do you do first? Draw a right angle triangle like this and consider this as what? Theta. Now if the angle here is theta, it means that this is your opposite. This is called what? Opposite. And opposite is given. Look at it. Tan, tua, T means tua, and tua means opposite. All over what? All over what? Adjacent. All over what? Adjacent. So which means the value of opposite is given. It is 3. Are you there? Now this one that is at the base is called what? Adjacent. Adjacent is given as what? 4. So my target is to find the hypotenuse and call it what? X. If you are looking for it, what do you apply? The rule of Pythagoras what? Theorem. So what does the rule state? It is stated that the longest side, which is x, you square it. Are you there? Is now equal to the square of the bases. Like this one, square it again, is 1 of the base, which is 3 squared, plus this one again, you square it, which is 4 squared. I'm landing already. X squared is now 3 squared is what? 9, plus what? 4 squared is what? 16. Can I say x squared is now 9 plus 16, which is 25? And I want to make x subject of what? Formula. Can I say that my x is now square root of what? 25. Oh my goodness. What is square root of 25? It will give you what? 5. Then can you see that my problem is solved? What are we looking for? The question says we should solve cosec theta. Are you there now? What is the formula for cosec theta? Now observe is we delete the first letter, delete the second letter, and stop at the third letter. The third letter is what? S. And what is the inverse of cosec? It is 1 over what? Sine what? Theta. Am I communicating? Can you observe that we have already arrived what we are looking for? I want you to what? This now is now equal to, I will introduce my 1 all over. What is sine theta? Opposite all over what? Hypotenuse. From the word so. From the word what? So. So which means this hypotenuse will move up. I will now have hypotenuse all over what? Opposite. Are you there now? How? Some of you may ask. I want you to watch this small thing that I'm about to do here. Now, if you are given 1 over opposite, then all over what? Hypotenuse. We can analyze it as 1. All over what means divide. Means what? Divide. Then this becomes what? Opposite. All over what? Hypotenuse. Now change this to multiplication. Inversion will do what? Occur. This one will move up. Then one will move what? Down. So we now have 1 times. Are you there now? Well, up until we move up, and opposite will come down. And the end becomes what? Hypotenuse all over what? Opposite. Are you there? That's why we have this. Then my problem is solved. Now, which means, what is hypotenuse from the formula? We have solved it already. X. This is hypotenuse. X is already 5. Fixing 5. Then all over what? Opposite. Wow. What is opposite? Opposite is what? 3. Now, don't be in a hurry to conclude that the answer is what? 5 over what? 3. Remember that we are dealing with, am I complicated? We are dealing with sine. And we are all meant to know that the angle given condition is that theta is greater than, I converted it before, 270, but less than what? 360. Now remember the word, all students take what? Coke. So you can agree with me that under fourth quadrant, as I say, it is only Coke, which is C, which is cos, that is what? Positive. Every other one is what? Negative. Now since we are dealing with sine, I will now conclude that cosec what? Theta is now, then introduce what? Minus. Do you know why? Because sine is negative under fourth what? Quadrant. It becomes minus what? 5 all over what? 3. Now let's take a look at the option in the answer in the option. Now let's observe. Look at it here. Option A is 5 over 3. No. Option B is minus 5/3. Wow. So which means the correct answer here is option what? B. Have I made myself clear? Now, which means this one is option what? B. That is how to solve problems like this. I am done with question number what? 1. Then we now move to the second question. Just relax your mind. Just pay attention. You will understand everything that I'm teaching here. Now let's move. Okay, the second one. I want you to watch. The second one. Watch. Oh my goodness, now watch this. Just look up. Watch this. Now let's move to the second one. The second question, which is number 2. Now I want you to observe again. Look at it. If CSC, wow, they have used CSC, right? And the word CSC, don't forget, I say it is called what? Cosec what? Theta. Means what? Cosec what? Theta is 2. And they are giving us the quadrant again. Let us convert this. This is in radian. Convert it to degree. Don't forget, I said pi is always 180 degrees. So what do? I want to convert it first. Pi over 2 less than or equal to theta. Then less than or equal to pi. Now let's convert it. This is 1 pi, right? Put it 180 degrees divided by what? 2. What is this? Less than or equal to theta. Then this is also less than or equal to, this is pi. And pi is what? 180 degrees. Now if you observe it now, 2 can go into 180 to give you what? 90 degrees. Less than or equal to theta. Less than or equal to what? 180 degrees. Now observe this now. 90 degrees less than or equal to theta. Then what does it imply? Theta should be greater and equal to what? 90 degrees. But less than and equal to what? 180 degrees. I want you to calm down and begin to watch what I'm about to do here. Oh my goodness. Now what do I want you to watch? It means that since theta is less than or equal to 180 degrees, it means that it falls on what we call the second quadrant. What did I say? The second what? Quadrant. And you know that use the word all students take what? Coke. So that second quadrant is S. It is S that is what? Positive. Then let me draw your mindset again. Now what is the question? Look up. The question says that CSC theta is now equal to what? 2. Are you there? So you know that the word CSC means cosec theta. We can say is what? 2. Now what is the inverse of cosec? Neglect this first letter, neglect the second letter, and assume the third word letter. And the third letter is what? S. S means what? Wow. S means what? Sine theta. So which means cosec theta is 1 all over what? Sine what? Theta. Are you there? Then it's now equal to what? 2. Oh yeah, what am I going to this time around? This time around is a different thing entirely. It's not the other one that they gave us the value of this. Now call this the value of cosec as, tan theta. Now call this now over 1 and cross what? Multiply. If I multiply sine theta times 2, it will give me 2 what? Sine theta. Are you there? Then it's now equal to 1 times 1 will give me what? 1. My target is to make sine theta subject of the formula. I will divide by the coefficient, which means over 2. Go to the other one over 2. Now 2 will cancel 2. So left with sine theta is what? 1 over 2. Are you there now? So make theta subject of the formula. So which means theta now becomes what? Sine inverse of what? 1 over what? 2. Now this thing, if they ask you now, don't use calculator. How do you punch something like this? Oh my goodness. I will recall on a right angle what? Triangle. Remember that this is 30 degrees and this is always what? 60 degrees. Now it is constant. Give this square root 3. This is how to determine a special angle without calculator or 4-figure word table. I will call here 2 and I will call here 1. Am I communicating now? Can you observe that this is, if here is 60, this is opposite. This is what? Adjacent. And this is what? Hypotenuse. But if the angle is up, which is 30, this here should be what? Opposite. And this one should be what? Hypotenuse. What is our target? Oh my goodness. How do we generate 1 over 2? Generating 1 over 2 is to consider the up one, which is 30 what? Degrees. Because we are dealing with sine. Don't forget that sine means opposite all over what? Hypotenuse. So I want to say now that sine 30 degrees, don't forget, is opposite all over what? Hypotenuse. Now, this is a 30. It's always constant, this thing, when you are looking for special angles that has to do with 30 degrees and what? 60 degrees. So 30 degree is here. This is my opposite. Are you with me? So opposite is what? 1. Oh my goodness. And this is what? My hypotenuse. My hypotenuse is what? 2. Can you see that in reflection, this is 1 over 2. This is also 1 over what? 2. We have gotten theta. Can I say that theta is now what? Oh my goodness, talk to me. This theta now, theta sine inverse of half is now 30 degrees. Now what? 30 what? Degrees. So which means we have known the value of theta as what? 30 degrees. Then I want you to observe this now. Watch fast. If we have known the value of theta to be what? 30 degrees, then let's go back to the question. What are we actually looking for? Now watch. Look up. The question says, if CSE theta is 2, and this one lies on second what? Quadrant. They said cosec theta is what? Dash. Let's go back again. Now cosec theta is, remember the third letter, is 1 over what? Sine what? Theta. Are you there now? And don't forget that we have solved theta already. Theta is 30 degrees. It's what? 30 degrees. So we are going to substitute to have 1 over what? Sine what? 30 degrees. Am I communicating now? And what is sine 30 degree? It's a special what? Angle. It's a special what? Angle. Now I want you to observe, this is sine what? This is sine what? We're looking for sine 30 what? Degree. So which means we still move up like this. Are you with me now? Are you with me now? Now how do we generate 30 degrees? Now watch. This is what? 30 degree. This is 60 what? Degrees. Now if you are looking for sine 30 degree, this becomes what? 1 over, what is sine? Sine is opposite all over what? Hypotenuse. Are you there now? So which means hypotenuse will go up like the way I reformed it to give us hypotenuse all over what? Opposite. All over what? Opposite. Now getting to identify spatial angle, look up now. I want you to observe this. We are talking about 30 degree this time around. Now what is 30 degree? Look at it here. This is opposite. Are you there? And this is what? Hypotenuse. And we now say hypotenuse is what? 2. Are you there? Then all over what? Opposite. What is opposite? Opposite is 1. So which means 2 over 1 will kindly give you what? 2. And that is the correct what? Answer. So look at it now. Let's see if there is 2 over 2 there. It is not here, it is not here, it is not here, and it is also what? Not here. So which means there is no answer in the words. Are you with me now? There is no answer in the words option. Now see you in my next video. I'll talk about more on this trigonometry. Thank you.